Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Juan Motivates. Before I get started with all these videos, I just want to say thank you, man, to my subscribers. Thank you for people that come on my channel to follow me, that want to know about radiology and other stuff that I put on here. I know that I concentrate only on radiology because that's what I do, but it's not all I want to do. So in the future, I'll be making more videos about different topics and, still come back to radiology because I'm not going to leave it, you know what I mean? But I do want to, step into different other stuff, let's put it that way. But you guys know, because I have exciting news, at least it's exciting to me, in the next couple of days, and it's a different career path I'm taking, but I'm super excited about it. I always wanted to try it. So if you're interested in that, man, and you like watching me, man, just, I know nobody likes watching me, but if you like watching my videos, my content, you know that I don't sugarcoat anything. I'll be 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it honest. Hit the subscription button and just, follow along, follow the journey. But so today, man, I want to talk to you guys about, is it worth getting your CT Tech license? And this is, anything I tell you, it's just for me. It's not, oh, it's 100% fact that it's going to be for everybody, or the content that I say is not for everyone. It's just my opinion. So you come to my channel to get my opinion about what I feel about certain departments of the hospital, especially radiology, because that's what I specialize in. So anything I tell you is from what I experience, and not because everybody else is going to experience that. But I have been in the medical profession for a long time. I worked in various hospitals, so anything that I tell you, it's 99.9% legit. I ain't gonna play around with you. But anyway, is it worth getting your CT Tech license? And I'm gonna be honest with you, man, and I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why. Now, there's probably 100 reasons why you will say no to a lot of things, X-ray, nursing, whatever. But it's just CT in general, and there's 3 particular reasons why I feel, in my opinion, that is not worth getting your CT license, even though I do have mine. And I have mine for a different reason. And I'm glad I got it. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I got it. But would I ever go back to CT? I don't know. I can't say no, but I don't know, because it is tough. So the first reason, when you become CT certified, right, and you start doing CTs on your own, the responsibility that is thrown at you is over the roof, because now, not only do you have to make sure you have a good CT image, but now you have the responsibility of injecting contrast media into a patient. And that itself can be like, stressful, because, you can only go by what the patient tells you, or if the doctor kind of forces you to do it, then, you do what you have to do, right? But, people can get allergic reactions to stuff, and you have to know how to how to be alert and what to do whenever that does happen. So the amount of stress that comes with CT is crazy. The responsibility you have to have, the responsibility of starting IVs. You have to start IVs. You have to inject contrast. You have to have the patient consent. You have to start checking labs. And my personal opinion, for doing all that, and I don't know, every hospital, differ. Every hospital is different. Every hospital varies, but that's like a $2, maybe $3 difference an hour, which if you add it up, you're like, oh my God, it's a lot of money. Yes and no. All right. So, and that's what I said. The reason it says yes or no is because of the fact you do make a little bit more money, but the responsibility that you get outweighs the money you make, So that's the thing, man. It's a lot of responsibility, do you get stressed out easy? Are you used to or not used to having doctors be in your face, or radiologists yelling at you? And X-ray all day, you can send, I ain't gonna say you can send bad images all the time, but you can send a bad image for X-ray and it'll be like, okay, they'll still read it because it's a chest. You might have cut off, the apices a little bit, or you might have chopped off a little bit of cross-repeating angle, just a little tiny bit. They're gonna read it. It's gonna be like, okay, it's not enough to not, get a diagnostic reading. You can still get a good reading. But in CT is so different. In CT, if you inject a patient for, say, for instance, a CTA chest, a PE chest, that's If you're gonna become a CT tech, 99% of things, you know how an X-ray would do chest X-rays, and CT, 99.9% you're gonna do a CTHS, a PE protocol, every single time for somebody that's having shortness of breath. That's just the way it is. So if you put that ROI, which is region of interest, you know, and you miss the bolus and it doesn't light up the way the radiologist wants you to, he's gonna come down on you hard. He's gonna be like, I can't get a good reading. I don't know if they have a pulmonary embolism. I don't know what's going on. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen all the time, because you're gonna get some good boluses and you're gonna get some bad ones. But is it worth that stress? My opinion, it's not. You know, it's definitely not. So that's, you know, that's one. Two is that you stay in a room all day long. I'm gonna show you the room I'm in now. This is the room I'm in now. So this is an X-ray room. I'm trying to show you any kind of patient information because you can't. But this is the X-ray room, right? And this is where we bring patients sometimes do X-rays or whatever. But in the CT, you stay in a room like this, maybe a little bigger, your whole 12-hour shifts or your whole 8-hour shifts, whatever you work, whether you work in an outpatient center, whether you work in a hospital, whatever shift you're gonna work that day, that's where you're gonna be. That's it. You're stuck in a room all day. Me personally, man, I'm a people person, as you can tell. You know, I make YouTube videos because I love helping people. I love, you know, talking to people and just mingling, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way I am as a person at home, just normal. That's just me, you know. And you know, the reason I got CT certified is because I used to work in a smaller hospital that you had to do CT and X-ray because you were the only tech there, so you had to learn how to do it, you know. So I didn't have a choice but to get my CT registry, because I was like, and a lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't have their CT registries. They don't want to get certified. They don't want to sit there and be like, well, I have to take a board to do CTs. Well, I was like, why am I going to do CTs if I'm not getting paid for it? So I was like, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to bust my butt, I'm going to take my CT registry, I'm going to get CT registered, and I'm going to get my $2, $3 an hour raise if I have to do it anyway. You know, like, why not? That's why I got certified. But, you know, I'm a people person, like I said, and I don't want to be stuck in a room all day long for 12 hours, 40 hours a week, and just one room. To me, that is horrible. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. Now, there's a lot of people out there like you guys. I'm not saying you, all of you, but there's people like you guys that love to do that. That yeah, just want to go do your job and go home, which is absolutely perfect. And if this is something that you can tolerate for 12 hours, 40 hours a week to be in one room, hey man, go do it. And enjoy it, I guess. But everybody's different, man, you know, and that's just not me. You know, it's just not me. So the third reason why I feel like it's not worth getting your CT license is that you will get overworked. Every single hospital has this issue, has this dilemma for CT techs, and that's why there's a shortage for techs, you know, because of the fact that you get overworked. Not just from inpatients, not just from outpatients, not from the ER itself. A prime example, okay. So a patient comes in, you know, just a little scenario. Patient comes in because they fell, or they have syncope, or yeah, let's just say they fell. Let's just say they fell, whatever. Or they have a trauma. Let's put it that way. They have a trauma. That's a good one. They have a trauma MVA. Let's say MVA accident. 99.9% of the time when I have an MVA accident, they'll order a one-view chest X-ray. That's where I come in. I come in, go do my one picture, and I'm done. That's it. I'm done. I do my picture and I'm good. 99% of the time. But in CT, you're gonna have a CT brain, CT cervical, maybe CT C-spine, T-spine, L-spine. You're gonna have a chest. You're gonna have an abdomen with and without contrast. 99% of the time, the patients they can't move themselves. You have to pull them to get on the bed to put. So out of all that, right? Out of all that one patient trauma, you get one chest X-ray as an X-ray tech. The CT tech gets 4 to 5 studies. The same patient. The stress of injecting contrast, the stress of making sure the labs are okay, the stress of getting a good bolus for the doctor to make sure that they don't get yelled at, all that for $2, $3 raise, it's not worth it. Like I said, like everything I say is this is just my perception of the field and of what I've been into. You know, like I said, it's not, that's not gonna say that a lot of you ain't gonna love CT. You know what I'm saying? Because you might, but to me, to put myself through all that stress to go to work and be like, oh, I had to do this today. Oh, this doctor ordered so many X-ray or CTs. Oh, I gotta inject contrast. Oh, I gotta start an IV. I'm not good at IVs. And every patient is different. Be like, oh, I can do IVs all day. You might, but you're not gonna get every patient every time at a first try, because every patient is different. All my patients' veins rose. Oh, my patient don't want to stay still. All my patients are afraid of needles, but they got all tattoos. Does that make sense? No, right? But that's just the medical field. That's just the way it is. It's programmed. But in the end of the day, man, you guys gonna make your own decisions when you become X-ray students and you do your rotations through MRI, CT. I don't know what else you go through, but you know, you're gonna make your own. You're gonna have your own assumptions of, or your own ideas of what you think you would like to be in. And you have to understand, being a student and being an actual tech is two totally different things. You know, because when you're a student, you're rotating through little areas. They're just teaching you kind of like the wishy-washy part. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you've seen a few times, but they don't give you like the overnights. You know, you don't know about the overnight views. You don't know about the weekends, how hard it gets on weekends. You don't know how, they probably won't show you how it is to have one tech, you know, trying to do all these patients. It's tough, man. It's very, very tough. So you have to make sure that what you do, you're 100% confident this is what you want to do. And not just say, you can't say, oh, I'm gonna go get my CT license and you're stuck in CT. Like, no. I did CT for a long time, and now I just do regular general x-rays. But I stepped down. I didn't want to apply for CTs no more because it was too stressful. For the amount of money you make, it was just too stressful of a job to put up with that. I go do x-ray, chest x-rays all day. I don't care if there's 20 of them. I do that all day. Happiness, because I get to go to different floors. You know, I get second floor, third floor, floor 4. I go to the OR, run the C-arm. I go to the department, do fluoro studies. I'm here in the ER. I do trauma. I don't care, man. I'm everywhere, and I love that about my job. I love that about being a general X-ray tech. When you get a CT, it's a different story. Anyway, guys, like always, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting.